We are joined now by Joe Reilly of Joe Reilly and Associates. Joe has 30 years in the drug testing industry. He is a current board member and a past chairman of DAISHA, and he joins us now to talk about lots of things. Joe, it's great to see you.
It's great to see you too. I'm excited to be here with EBI. It's a pleasure.
Well, as I mentioned, 30 years in the industry. Can you give me a snapshot of how you see where we are now as opposed to the last couple decades?
Well, we started out in the drug testing, primarily with DOT drug testing and a 5-panel drug test. And then non-DOT companies started doing drug tests, and they started doing a 5-panel drug test. And today there's just so many more options. There's hair testing, there's oral fluid testing, there's 10-panel drug tests, there's 10-panel with expanded opiates, there's healthcare panels for the medical industry. There's just so much more. It's just not one thing anymore. And a lot of folks don't really realize that. So, if you're testing for particular drugs, like let's say, for example, Spice or K2, they're not in your standard drug testing panels. You have to order those separately. So if you suspect somebody of using Spice or K2, you need a separate request to get that tested for.
What would make you be suspicious of those things in particular?
Well, in a company's culture, they might hear that something's going on. They might see packaging. They might, someone might self-admit that they're using drugs and then talk about what other people in the company are doing. And you can't take action based on hearsay, so you have to do testing so that you can trust and verify.
Right. Now I almost think of it as a tipping point, talking about all the legalized uses for marijuana. What kind of advice do you have for all of these HR professionals? Because they've got to be, I can imagine heads spinning right now.
Well, we've got states with medical marijuana laws, 26, I believe, right now. We've got 4 or 5 states with recreational marijuana laws. We've got, right now, in 2015, probably 8 different states with pending legislation. The biggest advice I could give to HR professionals is to take a look at your drug-free workplace policy and address medical marijuana, address recreational marijuana. Whether you're in one of those states or not, you need to look at your policy and update it, and not just for medical marijuana, because a lot of drug-free workplace policies were written 20 years ago, and if they haven't been revised and updated lately, they need to be.
Joe, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. It's great to be here with EBI.
All right, take care, and thank you for joining us on the Screening News Network.